It's time now for the Ruston-Lincoln Chamber of Commerce Report with Rick Godley on Rix-Mix Community Radio and streamed live to ATL-Ruston.com and ATL-Lincoln.com. Brought to you by Century Next Bank. For all you do, what's next for you? Online, cnext.bank. And by Courtesy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, exit 86 on the North Service Road East. Courtesy Direct. From our floor to your door. Online. By Courtesy.com. And by the Herd Food Truck Park. Grown and Grazed, Staple Sandwich Company, and Bad Wolf Barbecue, 100 South Vienna in Ruston. And now, here's Rick Godley, live from the front window of Bikesmith in the heart of charming downtown Ruston.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It happens to be Tuesday. We set aside this time for the Ruston-Lincoln Chamber of Commerce Report. I am Rick Godley, and I ask you to bookmark ATL-Ruston.com, ATL-Lincoln.com. All things local, Ruston, all things local, Lincoln, ATL. If you can dream it, I can stream it. Hashtag EverLocalB. And when doing that, we put content up there that is relevant, that is also hopefully compelling. I know with this gentleman this morning, it'll be somewhat compelling. Brandon Sutherland in here, board member for the Ruston-Lincoln Chamber of Commerce. Brandon, my friend, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Doing well, Rick.
All right. So before we get started, give us we have a history.
And we do have history, yes.
Yes. So let's go back and touch on that history just a little bit, because I do like innovative, and especially in this day and age, to be creative and compelling. But you came up with, and I'm saying this in all seriousness, as it may sound strange when somebody surfaces a creative idea, like what? But if you follow through on it, you become part of the world record holding in the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest peach cobbler ever created. And you were instrumental as well as inspirational on that. Take us back to that idea.
Yeah, that was wild, right? And so,
it was incredible.
We wanted to do something where we could help put Ruston on the map. And so, of course, Peach Festival is a huge piece of Ruston. Mm-hmm. Peaches are all over the place here in Lincoln Parish. And so we decided to break the Guinness World Record for the world's largest peach cobbler. And so we partnered with different businesses around Ruston, around Lincoln Parish. They provided the materials, the peaches. Super One donated all kinds of food. We had Delta built their wedding program built a huge pan,
right.
And we made a 2,256 pound peach cobbler over there next to Railroad Park.
And one day you and I'll have to do like a reminiscing on that too, because it almost became an old-fashioned throwback to Steve McQueen and the Blob, where it took over a town, where the peach cobbler literally, I'm serious. Was there genuine concern that hot cobbler could have poured down the street?
Yeah. There were a lot of sleepless nights, and but hey, it happened.
It happened. and the gentleman who came here to be the judge or certifier, he was from New York, I think, right?
He was from New York. He was probably the most interesting man I've ever met in my entire life.
I agree.
We went and had supper with him that night, and he pulled out his phone, and he was pulling up all the things he's gone and seen, and so he had a lot of history and stories.
All right, so we digress. Brandon Sutherland, the communications coordinator for the Lincoln Parish school system here in Lincoln Parish, volunteer also for the Chamber of Commerce. You've been involved in the Chamber. Talk about your experiences on there, and talk about getting onto the board. Have you been on there a couple of tenures, or?
Yeah. So I guess so. I'm on my second tenure right now.
Good.
So it's been awesome. I love Ruston. I love Lincoln Parish, and I love what the Chamber does as far as bringing the business community together, and then all the other things that they do to help promote our downtown and whatnot.
Sure enough. So not only that, and I love this program because I'm involved in, obviously everybody took a little bit of a break with the COVID cacophony. The Adopt a School program. You're a point person on that. Explain what that is.
Yeah. So the Adopt a School program is a unique program. It's something that I believe, I want to say we're the only school district in North Louisiana that does this program.
Cool.
It's unique in the fact that it connects the business community here in Lincoln Parish with the school system. So essentially what the schools do every year, they will fill out a wish list, and there's different business partners here in Lincoln Parish that will adopt those schools, and they will help fulfill those wish lists throughout the year. And so on those wish lists can be anything from school supplies to teacher appreciation gifts, and they'll, throughout the year, those business partners will help provide those needs throughout.
Let's show a little love too, because one is the Howard School, and if you were to ask 20 people on the corner here at Bikesmith in downtown Ruston, the Howard School is part of the Lincoln Parish school system. They're going to say, what's that? Where's that? Explain what that is, because it's unique.
Yeah, so the Howard School is a piece of the Methodist Children's Home. And so there's a lot of kids in that school that are, part of the foster system. And so it is unique in the fact that a lot of those students that come through the Howard School, they're not from Ruston,
right?
But they're also able to still receive an education.
Sure enough. And all right, so that's Adopt the School. If you want to get involved, you go to the Ruston-Lincoln Chamber of Commerce's website, rustonlincoln.org. Let's get into what's happening this week. Ribbon cuttings, not red, but peach ribbon cuttings.
Yep.
Going to have one right up the street here at the Creative Exchange this Thursday.
We are. That'll be at 10 a.m. Thursday morning, so y'all come out and we'll cut a big ribbon, and it's a good time to, as we say here in the South, fellowship.
Little food too and fellowship going to be happening. And oh, by the way, you know what's unique about the downtown area, and as far as the composition of Ruston and Lincoln Parish, studios. We have a studio right next door to us. That's Kit Gilbert's, the Ruston Artisans there. Yeah. And the Creative Exchange is Dylan Sanders and Ryan Bolts. That is, check that, Bots. That's another studio.
It is.
And so that is part of the composition of downtown Ruston. Ribbon cutting on Thursday. Check that. Is that right? Thursday. And then Lincoln Lights Up the Pines, 7th annual one. Were you there at the beginning?
I was there, and it has flourished.
Oh gosh, it's awesome.
And so if you've never been to Lincoln Lights Up the Pines, I encourage you 110% to go check that out. It is something that is special, I think, for Lincoln Parish Park. And if you to see Lincoln Parish Park turn into this winter wonderland,
right?
It is awesome, and so I encourage you to go check that out.
All right, and here's the deal on it. I love the win-win-win proposition, as we're talking with Brandon Sutherland on the weekly Chamber Update, brought to you by Century Next Bank. It's $10 a carload. All of that $10 goes directly to the park itself. That is a jewel that we have, and Brandon, I guess for people like you, maybe, I know people like me, you don't have to cram people in the trunk to sneak them in. It's $10 a car.
yeah, just please get there safely. If
right.
If you want to pack up a trailer, I don't know, we can see what we can do.
All right, so that's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Lincoln Parish Park. Be aware of that. In years past, the cars have lined up onto Farmerville Highway, Highway 33. Sheriff's Office jumps on board on that and helps out. So that's this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The parade is going to roll, and I'm kind of digging the fact that it's a night parade because speaking of Christmas lights, it was scheduled in the morning, but now they moved it to 6 o'clock.
Yeah. And so I grew up in Ruston, and that was always one of my favorite things to go see and do was the night Christmas parade. And so I'm excited. It's going to be rolling at 6 p.m. This year, and so the floats will be able to be decorated with Christmas lights, and so it'll be fun for all ages. And
maybe next. Have you ever been a Grand Marshal?
I've never been a.
I've
driven the Grand Marshal float.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
You have.
And I didn't run off the road or anything, so that was a plus.
So we're talking about, I want to say Santa Ruston and Mrs. Ruston, if you will, Kathy Cox Bonio. And Tom Bonio are the Grand Marshals, so that's going to be about a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. That's not this weekend. That is going to be next weekend. Happens to be the 11th, I think.
It is.
And you still can get a float on that?
Yeah, so we have, the deadline is actually this Friday.
Okay.
So jump on that. I believe it's $75 for vehicles and $100 for a float. All
right. One more item here on the Ruston Lincoln Chamber of Commerce report, and it is this Friday when people, I like Christmas, I like a party, I like food, and I like if it's free. So there's an open house, 11 till 1.
Yeah. And so We'll fellowship.
More fellowshipping
Yeah,
happening.
we love the fellowship around here, so we'll be doing some fellowshipping.
All right, it is the Christmas open house, and it is corroborated by, or with, I should say. You're the academician. Am I saying it right or wrong, or doesn't matter, right?
I've been called a lot of things in my life, but academician.
Academician? Okay.
Put that on my resume.
The Ruston-Lincoln CVB and the Ruston-Lincoln Chamber of Commerce. This Friday, 11 to 1, Aramark is going to be providing the food, so you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, anything else we can possibly say here this morning there, Brandon?
I think we covered it all.
All right, well, thanks for all that you do, and any creative, they're all creative ideas until somebody gets hurt, so we don't want those ideas. We want to preclude them.
Hot peach cobbler, yeah, that could be bad.
That one rode a fine line, I'm telling you, man. I really enjoy that memory, too, as well. But bring it. RustonLincoln.org, RustonLincoln.org. If you can dream it, I can stream it. ATL-Ruston.com, ATL-Lincoln.com. Now, there's a truck out in front there, huh?
Oh, I didn't say it.
You can't? Oh, it's camouflage.
Yeah, it's camouflage.